I feel like your legacy is only as big as what you gave, like what you gave back. Because you gotta think about it. When you die, you're not taking the money in the grave. You.
What's good, y'all? Welcome back to the More Purpose Podcast,
where we talk faith and finances.
And I'm your host, Clarence.
And your co-host, Marlon.
And today is episode 8, and we have a special guest. It's my videographer that's be behind the scenes. He's the one who produced all the YouTube videos, the reels, everything y'all see on the social media platforms. My guy be going crazy with them. But welcome to the podcast, my boy.
Yes,
It's good, Ryan.
Thanks for having me on, man.
And how you feeling, man?
I'm good, man. Y'all got me in front of the camera.
Yes, sir.
The man behind the cam.
Yes,
man.
sir. But today we want to talk to y'all about like 3 different tips of how y'all can save y'all money, how y'all can steward y'all money, and basically how y'all can be ready for the blessings that's to come for the future. But I'm going to give my first tip personally. So the best way for me that I save money is through saving $100 bills. So how do I do that? So basically everything I get in cash, all the small bills I get from the $1 bills, $5 bills, $10, $20s, all the way up to $100, I take them to the bank, right? So as soon as I get $100 bills worth of $100, I go to the bank, ask them to be like, hey, can I transfer this money out for a $100 bill? And that way I can save my money more because it's like a mental thing. So my grandma used to always say, the more $100 bills you get, you're not gonna want to ever break it. So if you go to a store like 7-Eleven, if you have a spending problem, you're not gonna want to break that $100 bill for nothing that's $5. You feel me? So I feel like that's my best way of saving money because it's like, that's a fact. That's my best way of saving money because it's like, dang, I'm not gonna want to break this $100 bill. It look too good.
Yeah.
It do be hurting.
Yeah, exactly. Bro. About to break a $100 bill for $5 at Wendy's.
Nah, that's true.
Like what? Well, like
You got to get a whole lot of change back.
Exactly. I'm not trying to do all of that. So that joint is my way of saving money. Basically, $100 bills, and then just repeat, rinse and repeat. What's yours?
So mine's a little different because I like to spend. If money's right there, it will get spent on clothes or food. So for me to save, I got to put it away to where I can't see it. So I have another savings account set up, so I might put my money in there where it's not on the mobile app on my phone, or I might just put money like somewhere in the shoebox or somewhere in my room, and I'll forget about it over time. So that's my way of saving. Out of sight,
That's smooth. That's smooth. Especially, that's how I be doing my cash, too. Get my cash, I throw it to the side.
Yeah, that's the best way. Mine is like kind of a combination. Like you got to out of sight, out of mind concept from both cash and you have a like savings account that is like just separate. So the cash way, a good like little challenge is the envelope challenge. Where you can take like, let's say 100 envelopes, number them joints 1 to 100, and then whatever you could do it daily. So day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, and they just take an envelope and then put however much cash you got in that, and then that's like a quick way to just like rack up savings over time. I forgot the actual number that racks up to, but it's like over.
It's in thousands, right?
It's in the thousands. Like so, it's like that's like a little mental challenge, and then you tuck it away somewhere. You can't see it, don't have easy access for it, so you can't really have a lot of opportunities to spend it. And then there's a thing called prize pool where you can set up like a savings account that's like a way separate from your checking account, so it's not easy to like just that hit quick transfer over.
Yeah, facts.
Quick transfer from your savings to checking, and so. And then they got like programs and like rewards and stuff for having an account with them. So they give away like some like $10,000 a month to like different individuals that holds accounts with them.
Yeah, that's tough.
And so like it just encourages you to put more into your savings, so you have like more like tickets and offers and whatever that they do and prizes that you can get from them if you put more into it.
That's on the mobile app?
Yeah. It's like an actual like a company. It's called Prize Pool.
Okay.
I don't know if they have an app for it, but it's definitely like online. You just look up Prize Pool and then just easy setup account with them.
That's crazy because there's an app. What's it called? I seen this. Chris John posted this, but it's an app called Digit. I started using.
I heard of that.
I started using that too. Yeah. But basically, on the app Digit, you can basically set your account up, and every time you get paid, it'll take a certain amount of money from that check, and it'll put it aside for you. But the trick is, like, to save the money. The trick is basically you set all that up. You set the amount that you want saved every time you get paid, or every like however frequently you want to take it out, and you delete the app. So once you delete the app, it's still taking the money out your account.
you don't-
So you're not
can't
seeing
see
it.
it,
Got
You don't see it no
you
more.
having confused for a second. It's like, where your money
Yeah,
go?
yeah.
You delete
So, like,
that.
so after you delete the account,
Okay.
it's still taking the money for you, and all you have to do is log back in
Okay.
after a certain amount of time. You'd be like, hold on, I just saved this amount of money.
Gotcha.
Without,
So your account's still there, but it's still like
It's
continuing
just not on your
taking
phone.
out.
Yeah, you can't
So
go
it's
back
like,
and check it.
if you
Yeah.
get paid through your card all the time more so than cash,
Yeah.
and you know that you like seeing money like how you do,
Yeah.
that's probably the best way for you to save money as far as like out of sight of mind. 'Cause it's
Yeah,
like it's
yeah.
automatically taking the money out without you even thinking about it.
Yeah,
That is smart though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
But
the
then
way
until
out
you,
of sight.
until you need your money and you go to your account and be like, hold on, who took this?
nah, facts.
And be lost.
Like, this
but,
supposed to be more than that. Hold on.
Nah,
now.
facts.
You just call digits.
Yeah. So yeah, digit. He said prize pool, digit, and then the what's it? Ain't it like a shoebox method?
I don't know
I've
if it's a
heard,
method.
I heard of it, but I
It's
don't.
more like a piggy bank, I guess.
yeah,
Yeah,
I guess
you
it's
just store it away.
yeah,
Like you throw cash in there.
like the old school.
Yeah,
like,
old school. You
Like
put
a piggy bank.
cash in there. Yeah, in the shoebox.
yeah.
Yeah, 'cause I do my joint like a what's it called? Like the envelopes. I'm about to get back to the envelopes joint because that's what I did to save up for the studio and everything. And that was everything I was getting cash, straight envelopes, and sealing them.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like that's probably my most effective way to save money because if it's on my card, I'm swiping it.
Yeah.
That thing is gone. That thing is not standing a chance on my card.
Facts.
But I do want to get into, does God like allow us to have things that we may not be ready for, or that we may be asking for? Like, so say if I want to be a millionaire, if I want $1 million in cash, will He give it to me if I'm not ready for it?
No, not if you can't handle $1,000.
Exactly. Bro, see, exactly.
You gotta like store what you got. It's also, I feel like it's a part of like gratitude in that too. It's like you're grateful for what you have. You would hope for more. You want for more. And like God, like see that as like, okay, so they happy with that.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna bless them. Like
Yeah.
it's almost like that. Like if you, let's say, there's somebody out there and they ask for like $5, and you give them like $5, and they're like so grateful and so like happy and
Yeah.
like. And they're like, that's just made my day. You want to give them like,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah,
hold
give
on,
more.
hold on,
Like,
man.
I got some more for
Like,
you.
hold on now, okay. You acting over that, like,
Yeah.
here's who go 20, he go 25, whatever.
Now
And,
let me
yeah.
really blow your mind.
Nah. That I try to, like you just said that. It's like,
Yeah.
God blow my mind. That's something
bro.
that's like, I say that like daily. It's like,
For real.
hey, just blow my mind.
Nah,
like,
that's actually something tough to like say.
I be
throughout the
praying
day.
that too. Yeah.
yeah,
Just blow my mind.
yeah. Take me to an unimaginable place that
Yeah.
bless me more than what I could even imagine.
Yeah, I be saying like, give me an undeniable experience, basically.
Yeah.
Like my dad be saying like a divine encounter.
Yeah,
yeah. But nah, so yeah, I think it's 1 Corinthians 10 and 13. Yeah, but it basically talks about like God won't put more on you than you can bear. So like same thing with what's it called when it's be like about the about how basically God won't like let no thing form against you, but no weapon formed against you will prosper. There you go. Jesus Christ. But yeah, no weapon formed against you will prosper. Nothing like God won't put nothing more on you than you can bear, basically. So it's like if I can't even handle $100,
Yeah.
if you tell me, so say if you gave me $100, right, and be like, I want you to last this your whole week,
Yeah.
and that didn't go on within the next day, why would God trust me with $200?
Yep.
That's true. That's it's a test. Yeah.
Until you can figure out how to make that $100 last throughout the
Yeah.
week, then that's when you upgrade. Be like, all right, bet. Let's see how you can do it with 150. Let's see how you can do it with 200.
So I think the main thing though, especially with money, I feel like people don't take into consideration that they got to go to God about the money. So meaning like, especially me too, speaking for myself, like when I got paid and stuff, instead of going to God like, okay, God, what you want me to do with this money? Like, because of course I pay my tithes, pay my bills and everything else I got to pay. But then it's like I find myself going in a cycle of, cause I end up with the same amount of money because I did the same thing I did last time. I paid my stuff that I had to pay, and I go back and start paying for extra stuff that I don't really need to pay.
I say pay yourself first. So do your tithes and then like pay you first, because everybody else gonna get their money eventually.
Facts.
One way or the other. You're gonna find a way to get
Yeah.
your bills,
No,
whatever.
facts.
It's like
it's
you gotta
facts.
take care of you first. So God, you, and then everybody else to get whatever's left after that. Yeah.
I feel like I do that backwards, which is my problem. Because I do God, then business, everything else, and then I pay myself last.
Yeah.
Like whatever I have left type.
Yeah.
And
type
it's
vibe.
like when certain like I feel like in businesses, that's kind of like admirable. Like if especially you have employees, like you got to make sure everybody else is taken care of before you are. But when it comes to like your personal, like if you get paid from somebody, it's like, all right, pay God, pay you, and then everything else. But I can understand like from a business perspective, it could be different sometimes depending on your situation and if you have employees or not, and whatever else like need to get done. Definitely like
Yeah,
no,
facts.
that's valid too. And I think I was about to say something. Y'all were talking about guys now give us more than whenever we're not ready for it.
Yeah.
There's a story, I forget the currency, what he gave, but Jesus gave like, it was a story of Jesus, or I think Jesus told the story.
Matthew chapter 25.
About the talents.
Yeah.
Talent? Is it talent?
The parable of the He gave
like the
each
people?
person like he gave person
like one something,
Yeah.
three, and then two people like doubled it. And the
Yeah.
other person like he said I buried it and saved it.
And he's
came
like
back with
slothful
nothing.
servant. Yeah.
Yeah. So like I feel like that plays a part in it too. It's like what you do with what I give you. You come back to me. It's like, oh, you did that with it. All right, so here goes some more. Like I'm gonna give you more responsibility. It's the I'm a Marvel fan, so like Spider-Man with great power comes great responsibility.
Yeah,
Not
that's
facts.
true.
Facts.
So
Facts.
it's
Facts.
like what you do with what you have is dependent on like it'll what's the word? It'll
What you do with what you have.
what you do with what you have will kind of be dependent on what you get in the future, basically.
Oh, that's facts. But nah, like back to what you were saying about the like the gratitude part.
Yeah.
Like I don't think like people overlook that part. Like that plays such a huge role in life in general. Like with everything that you receive in life. Cause like with me with my car, I can't like everybody knows I want a Tesla, but how can I expect to get a Tesla if I'm not taking care of my car that I have now?
Yeah, facts.
So once I get a Tesla, am I gonna take care of my Tesla?
Yep.
Type about like am I gonna treat it like a sidecar after I see another car that I want? Type about. So it's like actually learn how to cherish and be grateful for the things we already have right now. Cause like one, you don't have to have like I don't have to have this computer right now.
Yeah.
Like, am I gonna take care of this computer before I try to upgrade to something else?
Yeah.
So on and so forth. It's like it's more so like a mental thing, like making sure you are showing gratitude, you showing gratefulness, everything that you have, because it's people out here that don't have what you have or can't get what you're trying to have in the same process.
I feel like most people probably don't show gratitude because they look too far in the future. Because how can you show gratitude on the season you're in now if you're thinking ahead? Like,
crazy,
you know what I'm saying?
Talking
Instead of, like, you get what I'm saying, though? Like, you're not worried about what you have in front of you, but you worry about, like, what's to come that's not even there yet. And that causes you to look past everything that's going on in this season and what God's trying to tell you in this season, too. Like, and like you said, if you're stuck on a $100 situation, like, you want to be a millionaire, but you're stuck on the $100 level. You need to figure out, like, what can I do in this season to pass the $100 level so I can get to the $1 million level. Yeah.
Exactly. How can I maximize that $100?
Facts.
Bro, that's crazy.
It's also like a timing thing. I remember I feel like people also sleep on the seed time. Like you sowing your seed.
Yeah.
Facts.
And it's like seed time, harvest.
Yeah.
So it's like you gotta sow, whether that's your talent, that's your money, whatever. And it's almost like, let's say a farmer, they plant like fruits or whatever. If they eat the fruit too early, it could be bad for them.
Yeah.
So it's like it's not your time yet.
That's true.
So you gotta wait.
That was hard.
Yeah.
was hard.
You gotta wait for God to for your season of blessing. Essentially, talking about seasons.
Yeah.
So it's like seed time. Or actually, it's seed time, work, wait, harvest, something like that.
Yeah. Michael Tyler was talking about that, John. I know what you're talking about.
So yeah,
I agree with that because I feel like if you do get it too early, like you said, you get a blessing too early, something like that, you're just gonna mishandle it. Because if you didn't learn from the previous situation, like he said already, like what makes you think you just gonna learn all of a sudden when you get the big blessing? Like if I'm blowing 100 now, when I get $1 million, it's gonna be way worse. It's gonna be way worse.
It's going in 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Like it's basically like God can give you nothing that too like prematurely. Basically,
Yeah.
like if I'm not ready for it, if I ask for $1 million, and God gonna be like, all right, cool, right? I bet. But if you're not ready for it right now, I'm going to just throw you obstacles that's going to prepare you for you to be ready for that. So until you're ready, then that's when you'll get it.
Because it could be more detrimental to your present.
Yeah, exactly. If I gave it to you too early.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out. Go ahead.
Like I was like if you got a kid and like 10, you're not going to let them drive a car.
Bro, exactly. You're not ready to drive no car.
Before they get their license or whatever. It's like even though that's a blessing and that could be good for them in the future, you got to wait until you're ready for it. It's like
it's no experience in there. It's no exactly. There's no experience. There's no background. There's no what's the word? It's no like you didn't study for nothing. Like you're not prepared for like what's to come basically. But nah, that's crazy. Nah, that time harvest that was a bar.
Yeah, I got something to say real quick. So, do y'all think like well, I personally think with, like you said, we're waiting on God's timing and stuff like that, and being the steward of what we have now, I feel like it also goes into play, like when God blesses you, it also goes into play with what you have now. What are you also doing for others? So meaning like serving and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
if he's blessing me with money now, what am I doing with the money I have now? Not just for myself, but also for others. 'Cause I feel like that's also took into consideration like your service, because God is not gonna make you a millionaire if he knows you're not gonna want to help anybody else.
you can't-
You're
you're not gonna be-
selfish.
yeah, you're selfish. What?
You this, you that. You get what I'm saying? So I feel like it's also a service thing with the max, like
fact.
with
You
the
gotta
stewardship,
serve.
because
That's a fact.
stewardship is basically we're taking care of something that's, to me, it's really not ours. Like something God
It's
has
not.
given us.
Yeah,
It's not
exactly.
ours. So meaning we're serving
That's
it.
the-
So like, and you brought up David. Like David was taking care of the sheep. It wasn't his sheep, but he was being a good steward of it. And then he got blessed eventually after all that time of just serving. So I feel like that plus stewardship, serving plus stewardship will.
Speaking of giving blessings, before you talk about David,
Yeah.
he was anointed king, but then he went back to work with
Facts.
the sheep.
It's crazy. That is crazy.
It's like he wasn't ready for that yet. He
Yeah.
gotta wait time before he gotta continue to serve
Yeah.
until it was his time, and then his blessing came.
Facts.
But I feel like the biggest thing you said was a lot of people have to realize the money that you have right now wasn't yours in the first place. Like
Facts.
God, like, so everything I have right now, God lets me all that. So why would I be mad if God tells
Giving
me
it
to
back,
give
yeah.
back to someone else?
Like you lucky he letting you keep
Yeah,
90.
that's what I'm saying. Like,
True, though. Yeah, that's true.
how am I gonna get mad when He blessed me with it?
It's only
Facts.
10% too. That's
Facts.
all.
Bro,
Yeah.
what? Bro, and that'd be the biggest thing. Like, people don't even want to get 10% back.
Facts.
10% is nothing.
Nah.
I think once I learned the true meaning of
Yeah.
what a tithe was and all that stuff, I felt better like actually like paying it, because it's like once you, like you said, like once you actually realize like everything that I have
won't
came
even-
from
yeah.
came from God. So it's like, what am I complaining? What am I actually complaining
And you're
about?
only asking for 10%, bro.
Yeah.
Facts. God can do more with your 90 than you can do with your 100.
Bro,
That's facts.
Someone said, so I heard that someone say that.
That's
That's a
facts.
bar. That's a
Nah,
bar.
That's facts.
Yeah,
That's a fact.
that's really how it is.
Nah. So what's your first? Well, I'm actually, where do you see yourself in 5 years first?
Okay.
And then I'm
all
asking another
right.
question.
All right. So where you seeing yourself 5 years?
Where you see yourself in 5
Okay.
years? And I'm asking something else.
5 years. That's so. I see myself. So I don't like to see like where I'm at. I almost try to like do it based on like how I feel. So like in 5 years, I see myself doing what I love. In 5 years, I see myself happy and successful, in good health with good people around me, and so I don't try to like put a
Like
like
a
I'm
cap
not
on
gonna
it?
see
A cap,
myself
yeah.
in
Yeah.
this house with this car and this house,
Yeah.
like, and that's cool. That's just personally, I just like I feel like in a way that almost like you said, like that limits God.
Yeah.
So
like I can
That's
do way
true.
more than what you
so
see yourself
yeah,
as.
yeah. So it's like you see yourself there. It's like, but I had this other plan for you. So I see myself around good people, good company, good love, blessed, successful, financial, spiritual, mental, whatever, physical, and just in good spirits.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
All right. And the second question: what word describes the season that you're in right now?
Lessons.
Lessons.
I feel like God's been taking me through a season of, hey, you learned that yet? All right, you check that box off. All right, I got another one for you.
Yeah.
You learned this one yet? Oh, you ain't learned it? Okay, I'm gonna have to. We're gonna come back to that one. All right, learn this one. All right, cool. Let's go back. So it's like each obstacle I try to take as like, all right, what can I learn from this? What are you trying to teach me? Yeah, it's just lessons. Yeah. What about you?
So for me, it'll probably be 2 words. I'm not gonna lie, but it'll be the uncomfortable. Like my year first is basically Matthew 6:33, seeking God first.
Yeah.
But my like title for like my season I'm in, it will be uncomfortable, because like I've been doing a lot of branching out on things I'm uncomfortable with this year, and it's
You
like
got other people out here comfortable
bro,
with you.
yeah, that thing's crazy. So it's like, but it's showing like the benefits is showing from me stepping out on the things I'm uncomfortable with. So like all my fears I'm putting on top of my list, I feel like that's been God's pathway for me lately. Like just basically saying like, yeah, you have a fear of this and you have a fear of this, but with me, why you scared type vibe. So I feel like it's more so just me trying to step out on everything that I've been like second guessing or doubtful of. And then when I see myself in 5 years, like Ty was saying like alignment with you, bro, but more so just I see myself just traveling everywhere, but like having like I basically won 1 billion souls already. Like my goal is to win 1 billion souls.
Facts.
So it's like I don't like in the spiritual sense. It's more so like everywhere I go, it's just I impact every state I touch type vibe.
That's what's up.
But like that's where I see myself, and it's just more so just serving God's purpose everywhere where I'm at.
Before,
go ahead.
I was gonna say before Marlon answered, you had some time to think about what talking about the lessons again.
Yeah.
Another lessons / hurry up and wait. So it's like I'm so eager to get to where I'm going, and I kind of see the things that are lining up that are being in place.
Yeah.
It's like that time.
Yeah, bro. Time is everything,
Nah,
bro.
definitely.
But yeah, and then with me it's more so like the like trying to basically become the leader that God wants me to be and be His vessel, and actually don't be afraid of it type vibe. And I feel like that's like another thing. I feel like I'm just more in the season of action, more like let's talk in more action. Like actually put your foot forward, take a step so I can take two. Type
Just
vibe.
talk about it, be about it.
Yes, exactly. And that's why I love my circle, because everybody in my circle always be on my head about that stuff. They be like, bro, you doing a lot of this, a lot of talking, and you're not putting no action towards it.
Hey, make sure you have friends that check you.
Facts.
Natural be checking the mess out of me, bro, and I love it, bro. Like stuff like that keep me locked in on what I gotta do. But as far as like stuff like that, it's more so like I take all this stuff personal after that, because like, all right, now I feel like everybody down me because I'm over here talking. I'm over here talking too much. Everybody down me now, so now I gotta lock in. Yeah, now I gotta prove a point.
Nah, I feel you.
So I was like, I'm gonna start a podcast, start all this stuff, group chats, everything. I gotta do. Clothing line coming soon. We'll get our sneak peek later.
Hey, that's new.
Yeah,
that's new. You dropping news on the podcast.
Yes, sir. But nah.
What about you, man?
Yeah, Marlon, where do you see yourself in 5 years? And then what's your word for this season that you're in?
So 5 years. 5 years, I see myself actually. I don't want to be like say nothing cliche, but like a millionaire, of course, but above a millionaire. Yeah. But I actually see myself in 5 years coming back to my community and talking to younger dudes and people at the schools I went to and stuff like that, and being more like a mentor and trying to give back, because I feel like the way I grew up. And I was playing sports, and all it was sports. It was like I wasn't really thinking about a backup plan, nothing like that. Like, and I always got good grades, but it wasn't nothing like I was thinking about what I'm gonna major in, what I'm gonna do with this. Yeah. So I would try to go back and actually talk to them about finding your true purpose, so you don't waste time. Because I feel like I could have got to my purpose way faster if I had locked in beforehand, instead of thinking life was just sports and girls and all of that stuff.
Nah, that's tough. And then, what's your word for the season?
I got two. So my word for the season would be probably humbling, meaning God's humbling me, and then basically trust, like learning to trust Him. So I feel like I'm in a season right now where, like, it's been quiet. So I'm learning to serve and help other people with their visions, and actually be the role player instead of always having to be the front man or always having to be like the leader or something like that. I feel like God is working on me in that way to help other people out for, like, cause I know my time's gonna come, but I feel like He's just doing I feel like it's also been sacrifice also with that. Like, it's been sacrifice and humbling at the same time, just serving and doing stuff that I may not even feel like doing, but knowing I need to do it, like when God says do it, and then just trusting Him, knowing like He knows what's best, and He's gonna give me stuff at the right time, like we already said. So
on that trust thing, what helps me, because I feel like we all go through phases and seasons where we kind of struggle with trusting God, because it may not look like it, may not seem like it. It's like I don't know, it don't look like what you're showing me here.
Shaky.
But now, what helps me when it comes to if I feel myself starting to question His trust or trusting Him, I think about it and I realize, like, this man undefeated.
Nah, bro, facts.
He's undefeated.
Facts.
And I feel like he asked me, like, have I ever let you down before?
That's right. You look at the history
every
like, time.
Look at my track record. Yeah.
The stats don't lie.
Nah, that's definitely true.
Yeah, I heard somebody say that there was like think back on everything that you got through, like all the obstacles you've been through and everything. You're undefeated right now. Like
the fact that you're here.
Yeah, you're here right now. You beat every obstacle that you face type vibe.
Yeah.
But now back to what you were saying, like how you want to come back for the community and everything, and speak to other people and be more like a mentor to people. I feel like it's crazy because somebody prophesied this to me like years ago, like when I first picked up the camera. But I feel like now it's more like resonate with me. But I want to have like a photography school type vibe, like in Virginia, because when I grew up, there weren't no classes for photography and everything when I was taking pictures and everything. I'm looking like, bro, I'm over teaching myself right now, but it would be dope if like out here in Suffolk, Chesapeake, wherever, some area, that we actually had a school for photography for people that was like interested in arts and stuff and everything like that, and it can just branch off to different things.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's gonna be like my project for Virginia before I leave Virginia type vibe.
Yeah.
Like that's gonna be like something like my staple basically.
I feel like your legacy is only as big as what you gave, like what you gave back. Because you got to think about it. When you die, you're not taking the money in the grave with you.
Exactly.
Your family's going to inherit the money, whatever is left, and whoever else. Like, but so I feel like we got to like do better with trying to give back. I feel like a lot of people are selfish with their gifts and selfish. Like once they make it, they be like, oh yeah, I'm not going back to Chesapeake or I'm not going back to Suffolk because like. You know what I'm saying? Instead of actually coming back and trying to help them, like like that gatekeeping stuff just be making me.
And
mad.
you coming back don't even mean like just being out here in the streets, all in the open, like just get lit up and everything. Like you could literally just be coming back and donating to this, putting money towards this building to be made, so on and so forth. Just like showing love in general, where your roots was at.
Yeah. I feel like our legacy is definitely tied to the lives that we impact.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, facts.
And then that's a great idea because I feel like. Not only Virginia, but like in the 757 region area, we have so many freaking creatives.
Bro, that's what I'm saying.
It's like that would be that would like, definitely be dope.
Think about it, especially for our community. Like the mindset is always rap or play sports to get out, basically. And I feel like that would be like another outlet for people to be like, well, even if I'm not good at sports or anything, I can flick y'all up. Or I can do y'all videos, or I can draw y'all, like whatever, whatever y'all good at. I can do this. I can create sculptures, this and that. So I feel like an art school would just be tough to have out here.
It would.
'Cause that's not something I had the privilege of having when I was growing up. But I feel like that would be dope.
Facts.
No, for sure.
Like, anything else y'all got? Any more gems?
I think we're good. It was a good episode.
Yeah, I think it was dope. Appreciate you, Ron, for hopping on the episode, man.
Appreciate you for me. Thank you for letting me be here, man. If y'all could tell, like I'm not used to being in front of the camera. I'm the one behind the camera.
Hey, bro, now you did the thing, bro. Love.
But I seen my boy CL step out and face his fear, so I was like, I got to do it. I've been trying to avoid this one.
Yeah,
but then you put it out there. It's like, oh, we could do it with all three of us.
It's been like 3 weeks.
Yeah. Natural next.
Nah, facts. You got called out now. You got over here. If y'all can't see her, but she behind the camera right now, over here smirking. But I appreciate all y'all for tuning into the podcast. Follow us on YouTube, Instagram at More Purpose Podcast. Like, comment, subscribe, leave a rating, a review, all that. And also drop in the comments what y'all got from this. If anything helped y'all out in the podcast and the video, let us know. Give us some tips too if y'all have any tips of how y'all can save for anyone else that maybe viewing the content. But love, y'all be safe. Take y'all angels everywhere y'all go. We out.
Yes, sir.